doing well, you're fine. Sorry for the delay. It's on purpose, in fact. My friend Riehi, teacher of chemistry, was doing a lesson, was presenting a lesson live on Etude platform. I think you've heard of that. Etude platform. So it's another platform which provides online lessons for students. It's free and it's very popular. I'm going to contribute to that. I'll be telling you about it. Okay, you've got a form to fill in, and then ask any question and any problem you have, and we are here to help you with anything you want. Okay, whether I mean things concerning the four skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Okay, we'll be mainly focusing on reading and writing. Yeah, language too. Okay, so if you've got any problem, if anything is still blurred, anything is not clear, don't hesitate to fill out that form and send your questions. Great. This is lesson 8, folks. This is lesson 8. So far we've covered several lessons, and I think we reached the end of the road. We are nearly at the end of the road. We are about to cover everything to finish the program. Yeah, and then, as I told you, go back to the first lessons and try to work on them. Great. Last time, I gave you prompts, I gave you hints, I asked you to write a biography. I gave you recommendation and tips. I hope you've done this. Great. I'm sure you did this. All right. Maybe later on I'll be giving you a sample if time allows. Otherwise, we'll be doing this another session. Now we go back to the documents I've sent this morning, maybe beginning of this afternoon. I've worked on some material and asked you to download that to have a look. If you haven't, okay, you can still now check that on my Facebook page. You'll find this. You find material for lesson 7. It's written lesson 7, but it's in fact lesson 8. It's session 11. In fact, session 11. You find everything there. Yeah, you can have a look so that you can follow with us. If you've already downloaded this and you've worked on that, that would be better. If not, still, you can have a look and follow us while correcting. Okay, great. So, first task for today, as usual, the irregular verbs. Okay, I suppose now to have learned all of them, because we are reviewing this on a regular basis, and we said this is our 11th session, so I supposed to have learned your irregular verbs. Anyway, we are going to check. First verb is to strike. So give me the past and past participle. Strike, struck, struck, or strike, struck, stricken. How we spell struck? It's S-T-R-U-C-K. Stricken, S-T-R-I-C-K-E-N. All right. Hello, I see people from France following us. Yes, hello, Valerie. Hello, everybody. Yes, great. Happy you are with us. Yeah, good. Bleed, bled, and bled. To bleed is to lose blood. The past is bled, and the past participle is bled. Good. Then we have sweep, swept, and swept. It's just one P. Stick, stuck, stuck. Stick, stuck, stuck. S-T-U-C-K. We write it. Yes, S-T-U-C-K. That's it. Good. Now, rise, arose, reason. Rise, arose, and reason. Rose, it's R-O-S-E. R-O-S-E. Rise, arose, reason. Yeah. Then we have abide. Okay. Abide, in fact, it's not very frequently used. Abide can mean endure, can mean wait. Can mean also bear. So the past of abide, it can be irregular as it can be an irregular verb. So abide, abode, or abiden, or abide, abode. Yeah, that's it. Yes, hello. A dream, dreamt, and dreamt. Again, dream can be irregular verbs. It can be regular and irregular at the same time. Yeah. Dream, dreamt, dreamt. How we spell dreamt? It's D-R-E-A-M-T. D-R-E-A-M-T. Now fall, fell, fallen, F-E-L-L, fallen, F-A-L-L-E-N. Lay, and not lie, lay, L-A-N-Y. Yes, so last time we dealt with lie, lay, but lay, laid, and laid. Laid, laid, and laid. L-A-I-D. Good. Know. To know, the past is knew, K-N-E-W, and the past participle is known. Know, knew, known. Then we have a fly, flew, F-L-E-W, flown, F-L-O-W-N. Creep, crept and crept, one E, C-R-E-P-T, crept. Then again have pay. That's a verb you have problems with many times. So pay, it is spelled P-A-I-D. What you often find in our writings is that you write it P-A-Y-E-D. It doesn't exist in English. This doesn't exist in English. We just say paid. Paid, it's P-A-I-D. Good. And the past participle is paid too. So pay, paid, and paid. Steal. To steal, stole, stolen. Steal, stole, stolen. Then begin, began with A, begun with you. Begin, began, begun, begun with you. That's the past participle. The simple past is with A, B-E-G-A-N, B-E-G-A-N, begun, B-E-G-U-N. Then we have come, came, come. Come, came with A, and come with O. Make, made, and made, M-A-D-E. Then let, let. So that was a list of irregular verbs. We are done with that. We move to the second task. Okay, last time we dealt with modals. You remember that with modals should have plus past participle, must have plus past participle, could have, shouldn't have, and their functions in general, and gave you examples and a task. And if you still have problems with that, you just ask, send any question you have. All right, I'm here to answer you. Now, today we are going to use phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, yeah? And you know that in the English language, we've got plenty of them. And every time we change a preposition, we change the meaning of a word, yeah? Like break up, break out, break off, break down. So every time, break away, every time we change a preposition, the meaning itself changes. Then I'll give you an example. Here I provide with some prepositions in a box, which are out, over, in, up, back, in, around, off, out, in, out, and over again. And they are supposed to place them in the right spaces, in the right blanks, in the right spaces. That's clear, absolutely. I'm going to read again. If you have the document in front of you, that's great. If you don't have them, just listen to me. I'm going to read. I give you the space, and together try to think it out and try to find where to place the preposition. Listen to me. I need a good real estate agent. Could you ask and see if anyone knows one? Could you ask him? In the areas where you live, people you know. So can you ask where? Which preposition can we use here? Yeah, give you some time to think. Could you ask? Okay, I'll give you multiple choice. I'll give you two alternatives. So would you ask around or ask off? What do you think? Which one is closest in meaning? Which one is closer in meaning? Yeah, can you ask around? Can you ask around? Or people you know in the area where you live, yeah, in the neighborhood where you stay. So I read again. I need a good real estate agent. Could you ask around and see if anyone knows one? Now, sentence number 2. Thanks for backing me in the meeting. Thanks for backing me in the meetings. Backing me blanks in the meeting. Thanks for supporting me. Yes, what preposition would mean support? Is to back me up, back someone up. To back someone up is to support someone. So thanks for backing me up in the meeting. Management is going to call the meeting because so many people are out sick today. Yeah, it's because of the virus. So management is going to call the meeting because so many people are out sick today. If many people are sick and not here, we are not going to have the meeting. So we are going to put the meeting off, or to call off the meeting. To call off means to cancel. To cancel. To call off. To put off is to delay. To put off is, but here call. Call off is to cancel. Yeah, we won't have it. To put off, we delay it to another date. Okay? Don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today. Again, we move to sentence C. We have a bad connection. I'll call you in a few minutes. I call you, have blanks in a few minutes. So if you have bad connection, what happens? I hang off, and then what happens? Yeah? I call you back. That's it. I call you back. So, I have a bad connection. I'll call you back in a few minutes. I'm not sure why the Carpia isn't working. I'll check it. I'll check it what? How would you check? What preposition? I'll check it out. I will check it out. To check out is to check if things are working, yes or no. Yeah. Good. We should be able to finish quickly if everyone pitches and have blank. What preposition? If everyone pitches and preposition. What preposition? Shall I give you alternatives? Okay, would it be out or in? What do you think? Come on, quickly. You write in or out. It's in. That's it. If I said we should able to finish quickly if everyone pitches in. Pitches in. Yeah, to pitch in is to help. Still, we have another sentence. Please fill these forms and bring them on your first day out of work. Please fill. I gave you a form with some spaces to write your name, date of birth. You have to fill out the form. Say to fill out or to fill in. Both are possible. In American English, say fill out. In British English, say fill in. So fill in the blanks or fill out. That means write information in the space provided, the space left for you. That's to fill out these forms and bring them on your first day at work. Good. I forgot to hand my expense report. Now I won't get reimbursed until next month. What do you think? I forgot to hand in. It can be also hand out, yeah. But hand in this report to make sure. My expense reports. Now I won't get reimbursed until next month. Now, could you look over this report to make sure there are no mistakes? Could you look and blanks this report to make sure there are no mistakes? Or do you say, could you look? Look. Is it up, in, up, out? No, it's over. It's over. Look over means to check. Look over is to check. Could you look over this report to make sure there are no mistakes? Good. Okay, now. There was some confusion with the schedule. No one is sure who is on call this weekend. We are calling a meeting to sort it, to try to solve the problem, to sort it out, Good. To manage to find a way out of it, to sort it out, we are going to try it for a few weeks and let you know what we think. We are trying to try it. What preposition? Try it out. Yeah, good. For a few weeks, I'll let you know what we think. If we like it, we'll place an order. Good. Then, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. The job offer is great, but I'm not sure I want to leave my current position. I'll have to think it over. That's it. Great. So, that was a good revision of phrasal verbs. Still not clear. You can check again. You can send me any question, and I am here to answer you. Great. Third task is about today's lesson. Today's lesson is how to motivate workers, how to motivate staff to get a better production. Clear? Yeah. That's it. It's staff management, how to manage your staff. That's lesson 8, page 227. Is page 227, lesson 8. We are going to deal with this. I'm going to give you a set of tasks. And at the end of this, we are going to see how much you've retained. Mainly we are going to focus on comprehension. Now, for the time being, forget about comprehension, just deal with language. But by the end, we'll be dealing with comprehension when these tasks are over. Good. First task is this. Add a missing word or use the right word form to get meaningful sentences. So at each slash, you are used to doing this now. Great. So an incentive is an slash object item of value or desired action or event at slash spurs an employee do more of whatever was encouraged by the employee through the choose. Okay, we start working. All right, start from the beginning. An incentive is have slash object. So what is missing is the indefinite article n. So we add n. An incentive is an object, item of value, or desired action or event that, you have another slash, so at that slash put that, spurs an employee. Why? The purpose that spurs an employee to do more of whatever was encouraged by the employer through the, we have choose and slash, you need an adjective here, so use the past participle, the chosen incentive. You want to manage your incentive in such an slash way, in such a way. You put the indefinite article in such a way that you do not create entitled employees. You also do not want to demotivate employees because the incentive they desire are not available. So at the such put because. The reason. Employee incentives can play a significant role. They play a role. You need the preposition in here at the slash you put in retaining the employees you most want to keep. They can also be used for what purpose? So I have a slash. The purpose what you use to attract employees to join your organization. So that's it. So an incentive is the means we use to encourage people to work harder. If we don't want them to slack off, to spare their zeal, to be lazy at work, to work as hard as they can, to use all the possible energy they have, is we have to create incentives for them, encouragements for them. We are going to deal with this now with the next task. So the next task. All right, it's this. Fill in the blanks with words from the box below. We have sent, paid, into action, accomplishment, meets what additional phase include as monetary. There's a problem with monetary, so please try to correct it. There's an extra Y. And which monetary, there's an extra Y. Now, 4 kinds of incentives are available for employers to use at work. There are 4 kinds of, we talked about incentives in kind, but there are 4 types. Others might categorize these incentives differently, but these 4 categories work for most situations. That's clear. So 4 types of incentives. Great. Now, first one. Compensation incentives may items such as raises, bonuses, profit sharing, sign bonuses, and stock options. What word is there? Compensation incentives may include items such as, they may include, so you need the verb after may. So how many verbs we have? Okay, we can use send, that's possible. Just face also, because face can be a verb. 2 possibilities. And include, so 3 possibilities. Face, include, we need bare infinitive, and there are 3 possibilities. Face, include, or send. So as the context dictates, as the context leads as there, we need to use the verb include. May include items such as raises, bonuses, profit sharing, signing bonuses, and stock options. Now, recognition incentives include actions such as thanking employees, praising employees, presenting employees with a certificate of achievement, or announcing an at a company meeting. And so that means the word, that is, we have a clue here, the word should start with a vowel, Good, that's it. So how many words would start with have interaction, have additional, and include? So include has already been used, or interaction. Good. Announcing an at a company meeting, and what? An accomplishment. We can't use additional, right? Because an additional is an adjective. So there must be a noun after. And there is no noun after. So we can't use additional. So the only possibility is left accomplishment. Accomplishment at a company meeting. Employers can, offer recognition, incentives, part of overall company employee recognition program. What could we use here? As part, yes, as part of an overall company employee recognition program. They can also offer employee recognition in the day-to-day of manager and employee. So what happens between manager and employees? So here, the context can help us. It's interaction of manager to the employees. A personal note of praise from the manager is any employee's favorite incentive. Good. Rewards incentive includes items such as gifts. Yeah. Okay, have gifts. What else? And another word. Yeah. Gifts. Where was I? So I'm lost. I'm a bit lost. Yeah. Paid reward, service award presents an item such as gift certificate. An additional example is employee referral awards that some companies use to encourage employees who refer candidates for your jobs. These incentives are often awarded in conjunction with the recognition incentives to a positive message to employees. To what verb can we use? To send. That's it. Yeah. To send a positive message. We send a message to employees about contribution and behavior, about additional contribution. Good. Additional contributions and behavior the employer wishes to see more of in the workplace. Appreciation incentives include such happenings as company parties and celebration. Company pays. Sorry, it's paid here. Here we have to use paid. Company paid. Family activity events. That means the company pays for those family activities. Ice cream socials, birthday celebration, sporting events, paid group lunches, and sponsored sport teams. An example is a product development mean that the goals of its first phase. That what word? That meets. Good. That meets the goal. It meets the goals of its first phase of a project and of an orders in pizza for the team celebration. Okay, I'm sorry for being a bit quick here. Yeah, I'm sorry for being a bit quick. If it's not clear, I repeat that again, but it takes us time. Okay, you send me a message in private and tell me that I'm too quick. Okay, great. Next task is this. Put the words in brackets into the right tensor form. So I have the word employ, use incentives. Who uses incentive? The boss. So employers use incentives to promote a particular behavior, or have in brackets perform or performance that they believe is necessary for the organization's success. For example, sorry, my son is leaving. Okay, for example, a software company provides employees lunches on Fridays to promote teamwork across departments and functional areas. The lunches are also an excellent opportunity to brief employees on company progress outside of their assigned areas. They also use the lunches to provide necessary information to employees or for employees to present to their co-workers on hobbies and interests, all of which contribute to staff members to know each other better. Yes, you have know in brackets. So the purpose of that is to know each other better. They are used for reasons such as to increase what? I haven't pressed produce. To increase production. To, and we have in brackets retention. The verb from retention is to retain. We spell retain. It's R-E-T-A-I-N. To retain employees, to attract and reward high achievers, to thank employees for reaching and exceeding goals, GOALS, and to promote and encourage teamwork. However, incentives can be something that can be misleading, something from trick. The adjective from trick, tricky. You add a Y. Can be tricky for employers, depending on what you have. Yes, to incent. You have an incentive. The verb is incentivize. The verb is incentivize. So on what you have, incentivized. So it ends in V-I-Z-E-Z-E-D. Try repeat. V-E-Z-E-D. That's it. Incentivized. T-I-V-I-Z-E-D. Employers can encourage teamwork and cooperation or damage it. If you provide an individual sales incentives for sales staff, for example, you guarantee that your sales force will not work together to make sales. Alternatively, provide a team incentive and employees will follow up with each other's leads. Good. Share their best methods, answer every technical phone call, and work as a team to make sales. Okay, so far, so good. No? Great. Last task before we move to comprehension, I think. Circle the most alternative. These are the traditional, tasks you are supposed to have in exams. Yeah. Traditionally, manufacturing companies incentivized productivity or achieving quantity targets. They found that if or unless or so as they added the quality back into the equation. What would you say? If or unless or so as. So as, we can't do so as because use so as plus to plus verb. So we omit so as. Take it out. Now we are left with if or unless. Now what will help us is the context. So unless they added the quality back into the equation, they were delivering. That's it. So we need unless. That means if they don't add the quality back into the equation, they were delivering is quite or shoddy or fairly poor quality parts. We can't use fairly because if it were an adverb, we wouldn't put the comma. The punctuation will help. Quite the same thing is an adverb, so there must be no comma. But here, if you shoddy, that means of appalling, very bad, wretched. Okay, shoddy, poor quality parts. So we have two adjectives, shoddy and poor quality parts. Although lots of them were delivered, customers want the quantity of the product to be part of the equation. When you design an incentive program, make sure that you are rewarding or paying or aiming the actual behaviors that you are rewarding. Yes, you're aiming to have something or aiming at, or you don't pay. Okay, the word it doesn't work in the context, doesn't fit there. So the only possibility is rewarding the actual behavior that you wish to incentivize. It is so easy to emphasize the wrong behavior, often unwittingly and unintentionally, I would say. Good. Reward activities that are transparent work to build trust with employees. If the reward, if criteria or schedule or promise are kept a secret, what would you say? Yeah, I would straight go for criteria. I would straight go for why? Because we need a word in the plural, and the only word in the plural form is criteria. Criteria is plural for criterion. So criteria are kept a secret. Schedule and promise are used in the singular form, so we can't use them. So the only possibility is criteria are kept a secret. If they appear to only recognize pet employees, or if they are arbitrary, you will have risked, or you risk, or you would have risked alienating, and demoralizing employees. We have if here, it's a conditional sentence. So if they appear, so if plus present, we can use either the future or the simple present. And since we are talking about a truth, a reality, we will be using the simple present or the present simple. So you risk alienating and demoralizing employees. Consequently, for the successful use of incentives, employers need to here are the recommendations. Make sure that all employees understand the objective the employer has set off or onto or out. What do you think? Has set off or set onto or set out? We would go for set out. In offering incentives, ensure that the conditions for obtaining the incentives are clearly spelled out. Communicate the specific criteria to all employees. Provide examples so that employees understand what you are thinking or meaning or seeking, and share your picture of success. Normally, think and mean are rarely, very, very rarely used in the progressive form, if they're not used at all. Yeah? Good. So the only person is seeking what you are seeking, and share your picture of success. State the timeline and allow a certain, is it a span of time or a line of time or amount of time? So we collocate, the word that collocate together is amount and time. So amount of time for employee to accomplish the action that you'd like, would like, seeing, or to see. What do you think? You'd like to see. Always would like plus to plus verb. Would like to see. When you will communicate, will be communicating, or communicate. What do you think? When you never ever use a future after when. So the only possibility is present. To express the future is the present. When you, where was I? When you see? Is it that? No, that's when you communicate. When you communicate the incentives criteria. All right. Reward every employee who achieves the expectations. Tell the employees exactly why did their contributions make, what their contributions made, or what did they make contributions, them eligible to receive the incentive. Yeah, what do you think? That's a report speech. And in report speech, you always turn the question pattern into an ordinary sentence pattern. So the first one, what did their contribution make? That's wrong. What their contribution made? That's it. You put subject and then put the verb. I said the ordinary sentence pattern. Subject, then you have verb and object. Subject, what their contribution, that's the subject, and then the verb made. Okay, what their contributions made them eligible to receive the incentive. You can magnify the power of the incentives you provide by writing a letter to the employee that provides thanks to him or her for their contribution. You can also announce all of the eligible or recipients or the winners of the incentive. So people who got the incentives, well, are not winners, they haven't won it. So don't say to win an incentives. We don't say the eligible, because we should say the eligible people. So it's an adjective, it doesn't work, doesn't fit there. So the only possibility is the recipients. All of the recipients of the incentive at a company meeting and personally thank each one of them. All right. Good, so that was it. That was the material. So we talked about how to motivate workers, how to create incentives, why to create incentives at work, to improve production, to improve productivity, to increase production, yeah, to retain your workers, to create a better atmosphere at work, yeah, to avoid problems at work, to avoid your employees slacking off, yeah, sparing their energy, Yeah, all of that. That's why we try to create motivational factors. Now we move to comprehension. So the comprehension, so is at the, I mean, at the origin of the documents we've dealt with. Okay, they tell you complete the sentence with information from the document. Yeah. So this text compression, it's an activity that I call a text compression. Complete the sentences with information from the documents dealt with above. You cannot make your business thrive unless you have to complete it. The four main incentive type business owners can set for their employees are: through creating incentive, business owners aim to, and the last one, formally incentivizing employees would boost production quantity at the expense of, therefore, and you carry out. Good. And then we move to task 8, which is a retention test. What is the main objective of this text? In 2 lines, telling you the main objective of the text, of this document. In fact, it's a long text, but it divides into chunks, into parts, different tasks. Can you explain what the link between motivational factors and growth in business is? Good. These are the questions of the retention test. Now, the last part of the lesson is the writing. I'm going to give you productive writing. Of course, we've dealt with all the other types of guide writings before. Yeah, we covered everything. Still you have problems, you can go back to the previous and find everything there, all the details, all the recommendations, yeah, all the guidelines for these tasks. We dealt with pie chart, we dealt with fragmented sentences, dehydrated sentences, writing a text out of notes, writing a biography, an open-ended dialogue. So we've covered everything. Now, for the my focus will be in the coming sessions on the productive writing. Yeah, I'll be giving you samples. I'll be writing things for you, like I did with the guided writing. Yeah, or also with the free writing or productive writing. I'll be providing you with samples and recommendations. Now, the writing says many business experts assert successful motivational factors are behind any success in business. I repeat, many business experts assert successful motivational factors are behind any success in business. So write a 12-line talk for a webinar on smart staff management to back this assertion to support this assertion, supporting it with sound arguments. I want you to support writing with sound arguments. Good. And the thing that comes after this is, I give you some information. It's up to, it's you read at your leisure. Characteristics of formal letters, how to write the formal letters, the requirements of a formal letter. You can read it at your leisure. Also, you do task 7, 8, the guided writing, the productive writing, sorry, for next time. Okay, I hope I haven't kept you long. I hope the lesson has been helpful. In fact, this is the end of the road, the last lesson of the book. We have covered the program, but we'll be meeting again. I don't know when to tell it, but maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Sunday or Monday. I'll tell you as usual. I'll be informing you when to have a general review of that unit and to help you with other difficulties. Yeah, it was my pleasure being with you all the time. I really enjoyed being with you. Today we are breaking the routine of that atmosphere, that grim atmosphere of confinement, of being holed up, like pigeons. But pigeons are free; they can fly. That we'll be flying in a very short time. We'll be meeting again. For the time being, I say bye, sleep tight, and